Hey, Carroll, thanks for your patience. The Civic you picked out, first choice of color, correct?
Correct.
Equipped just the way you said it had to be equipped.
Excellent.
All right, we've worked hard to put together a fair proposal. However, we understand that you're the judge and jury when it comes to fair. We also know what happens if you don't think it's fair. You get up out of that seat, you walk back through our two front doors, and you jump in the car, you hope you never drive again, and you leave. That's why we made it fair. MSRP 25030. Now, the splash guards, this will be the best investment you make over the next 4 or 5 years. This will keep your vehicle's paint intact down both sides. It will double, triple, quadruple the cost when it comes to you getting money back by selling it or trading it. The pinstripes make it distinctive. There's your total investment. Our discount is $750. Your trade, we love it. We'll buy it for $15,950. Please recognize this. When you trade the car to us, this is the amount of cash that stays in your pocket instead of going to the state of Georgia. So you add this to this, and that's $1725. There's the difference. Doc fee, filing fee, your taxes. After your payoff, there's what you're financing. Now, recognize this. Each time you decrease your term, you save yourself a pile of money. The difference between this and this can be over $3,000 in interest that you save. Each time you increase your term, your payment goes down. So, with your initial investment of $1,000, your payment's $629 to $639. That payment may look high, but here's what it does for you. Saves you $3 grand. Allows you to pay it off quicker. You build equity faster. You have the freedom to trade or sell it sooner. At $72, this payment is comfortable and flexible. It's comfortable because it's $200 less. It's flexible because you can always pay it off early without penalty and enjoy the same benefits you got up here. This payment right here is the best of both worlds. The payment's significantly less than it would be at 48. You save more money than you would at 72. Circle and initial the payment that works best for you. Okay, that right there. We'll get your new Civic ready for delivery.
No, I want 18,000 for my trade.
Okay? Carroll, the fact that you want $18,000 for your trade is evidence that you are a perfectly normal human being. Everybody that trades a car in wants more for the trade. I want more for a trade, so that's not a problem. We understand completely. Other than the trade value, everything else works fine. Nothing else stops you from taking the Civic home today, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, you're going to go, I don't believe it, but when I show you the math, you're going to discover that we're not that far apart, okay? You want 18, and quite frankly, that's a great number. We hope that the vehicle can be worth 18 or even a little bit more. Make no mistake, so whatever research you've done is good. We'll buy it for $16,950. Do me a favor, Carroll, take 18,000 and subtract $16,950 for me, would you please?
2,050.
Okay? So it looks on paper like we're 2,050 away. But fact of the matter is...
1,050.
No, 2,050.
No.
18 minus
Oh, I'm sorry. So what's the number?
1,050.
Well, that's the problem, because it's only $15,950 we're willing to buy it
Oh,
for.
okay.
So it is 2,050.
50.
My bad there. You're good with math, though. I appreciate that. But we're not 2,050 apart, because remember, punch in 2,050 there. Then subtract 1077. $973. Okay? So it looks like we're $973 apart. But in fact, we're not even $973.
your customers.
Remember your back bumper. Okay? For us or anybody else to get $18,000 for that vehicle, we're going to have to fix the back bumper. Otherwise, your car's in great shape. We love it. So if it only costs $473 to repaint, sand, do whatever needs to be done, to replace the bumper would be over $1 grand, but I don't think we need to replace it. That means we're $500 apart. However, if you decided that it was worth $500, make no mistake, $500 is a lot of money. If you decided it was worth $500 to you to sell that sucker yourself in order to get 18, well, the first thing you'd have to do is what anybody has to do before they sell a car, and that's detail it. When was the last time you paid for a full detail?
About a year ago.
What'd you pay?
$200.
Okay? Your car's got hardly any miles on it. You don't need to do much else, but you would need to service it, okay? So I'm gonna guess a lube, oil, and filter would be what, 40 bucks?
Yeah.
Okay? So if you just invested $240 because you got such a great car, that would still only net you $360 if you got 18 grand for it. Let me ask you this, Carol. Is it worth going through all that for 360 bucks? Or can I go ahead and get your new Civic ready for delivery? I'll just need your okay right there.
Yeah, but I'm not going through all of that. I'm gonna get my 18 for this car.
Okay? Don't blame me a bit. Would you sell it yourself to get 18?
Yes, I would.
Okay? All right, and you know what? That may be the right thing to do. And if it is, Carol, I'll help you. Okay? When I mean I help you, I'll give you the odometer statements you'll need. I'll give you the title, the paperwork you need to transfer the title. I'll do all that for you because it would be in my best interest to help you sell it. Okay? But let's take a look at what you have to go through, and then you make the call as to whether it's worth it. Cool?
Cool.
Because it's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
And let's face it, the difference between $15,950 is for I tell you what, for $2,050, I know what I'd do. I'd sell it myself. Okay? I'd like to help you write the ad because the ad is key. The ad drives phone calls. The more phone calls you get, the better off you are. You don't want to put any number in there except your cell phone number. You don't want to take a chance on voicemail because voicemail, here's what happens. Somebody's looking for a car, they dial it, they get voicemail, they hang up, they go to the next car because they're looking at probably a list of 75 or 80 Subarus. Okay? So make sure that the ad's good and you answer all the calls. If you get 200 calls, which is a good ad, by the way, there'll be 100 who make it through to you. There'll be 50 who are interested. There'll be 25 who will make an appointment to come and see you, and there'll be 12 who show up. Okay? Happens to everyone that sells a car, happens to us all the time. So you will spend some time waiting for people who don't show up. But you know what? For $2 grand, it's worth it. Once you sell it, and you will, in fact, you'll sell it more than once. You'll sell it once, twice, 3 times. What do I mean? Happens to us, happens to everybody. Someone comes in, they buy it, they shake your hand, they look you in the eye, and they say they'll be back because a car in that price range is going to require financing. You never hear from them again, Carol. Okay, they see something else or they can't get the money. They don't have the common courtesy to call you. But you will sell it. It'll takes us 45 to 60 days to sell a used car. There's a chance it might take you that long.
Maybe.
Sure. So you will make another payment. All right, I'm gonna hold that thought. But you will sell it. Once you sell it, then you don't want any more phone calls because no one ever calls you up after you've sold them a car and thanks you for it. They call you up because they want something fixed. So you may want to change your number. But if you do sell it, you're going to make some money. Let's find out how much money. You wanted a discount on the Civic, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you came to a retail car store. You're going to put this car on the internet. You're going to have lots of people looking at it. People that go on the internet looking to buy from a private seller. Are they looking to pay as much as they can or are they looking for a bargain?
Look at that bargain.
You think they might want a discount?
Yeah, man.
Think about this, Carol, just for a second. You've been doing this for 35, 40 days. You've had more people not show up than you can shake a stick at. You sold it once, but no money's come through. Finally, a nice young couple comes by. By the way, you want to make sure you ride with everybody. The easiest way to steal a car now is not to go out after midnight with a Slim Jim. It's to get up on Sunday morning, make a pot of coffee, light a cigarette, peruse the classifieds, pick out the car they want to steal, and go over. They go. You invite them over. They show you a bogus driver's license, give you a fake $100 bill. So ride with everybody. But you ride with a nice couple. They come back. They say we love it. Yeah, you've heard that before. They say, look, we'd like to pay you right now $17,250 in cash, which means they're asking for a $750 discount, the same thing that you asked us for. Is there a chance you might take that $17,250 because it's a lot more than we can pay you?
No, you just told me now I should sell it for 19.
You want to ask 19?
Yeah, you just
Okay.
educated me.
Okay, great. 19. Now you're at 3050. Okay.
No, I'll take my 18,250.
Take your 18,250. That's cool. So you take 18,250, which is $1,300 more than we can pay you, right?
Correct.
Or 1,400. No, it's 1,400. That's $1,400. No, I'm sorry. That's $2,300 more than we can pay you. We're at $16,950. You're at $18,250. 0, 0, 2, carry the 1, 21. $2,100 more than we can pay you. That's a heck of a deal, because now you're $2,100 up. By the way, you've also put your car on the internet at a higher price than any other Civic on there, so it may cut down on your phone calls. But you know, that's okay. You're $2,100 up. Remember the tax credit?
Mm-hmm.
You lose it. Now you're $1,023 up. That's pretty good money. But you made another car payment, didn't you?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so now you're 8, 5 from 11 is 6. Now you're $668 up. But you had to do a oil change and you had to detail it. Now you're $428 up. Is it worth taking the next 45 days out of your life to become a car salesman for $428, Carroll? Or would you rather have us do all the work and you take delivery of your new Civic?
Well, I'm gonna tell my wife that I didn't get the money that she said I was supposed to get.
Well, you can do one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
You can take all of this paperwork home to her and go through it with her yourself,
Mm-hmm.
or you can invite me over for dinner and I'll be happy to do it for you.
If you don't want to invite the salesman for dinner, then you're selling good things.
Carroll, he screw you, man. He screw you good.
Did I tell the truth the entire
That's
time?
the sale.
That's,
good.
you know what that's called? That's called selling. You know what's not called selling? How about we split the difference?